Hi, second graders. It is so good to see all of you. I am spending most of my time with the first graders during online learning, but I wanted to give for my second grade friends, for the Punas and Razorbacks, and my Hokies who know how to do something called Number of the Day, a little extra something that you can do over the weekend or sometime to practice different parts of ways that we represent numbers. So I have an example on my paper. Practice problem 237, and I know there are 4 main ways to represent my numbers. I know that I have standard form, which is just the separate digits. I have written form on the other side, which is spelling the number that I have. I have place value, and we know place value is representing the different places in each of my numbers. So how much each digit is worth if I break them apart separately. And I have a section for a number bond. We know number bonds have one whole and they can have 2 parts or 3 parts. So we're going to be making one of those together as an example before you do one on your own. So I picked the number 237, and standard form is just the digits. So all I need to do is write down my separate digits to represent this number. Then I know I have written form, which is spelling these numbers. We should all know how to spell our math numbers. 237. And that's my number, 237. Next I have place value. So if I look at this number right here, I know there is 1, 2, 3 digits. Any number with 3 digits that we're learning about in second grade has a hundreds place, a tens place, and a ones place. So I need to make hundreds, tens, ones. Because we can see one number here, one number here, one number here, which will equal our 237. So my job is to think, how many hundreds do I have? I know if my number is 3 digits, I need to check the first of the 3 digits to check how many hundreds I have. So if I'm checking the first digit of my number, it is a 2, which means I have 2 hundreds. To check my tens place in a 3-digit number, my tens place, remember, is the second digit in a 3-digit number, which is a 3. So I know I have 3 tens in this number. And to find my ones place, I know in a 3-digit number, the ones place is the 3rd number, and that is a 7. And together, if I have 2 hundreds, 3 tens, and 7 ones, I have 237. The challenge comes when I want you to draw these numbers in blocks underneath. So like how we learned about in class with our base 10 blocks. 200s, we know that we represent hundreds with flats, and I need 2 of them. 100, 200. We know we represent our tens with rods, and I have 3 tens, so I need to put 10, 20, 30. And we represent our ones with cubes, and I have 7 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And all together I have 200s plus 30 plus 7 to equal 237. Now, number bonds, we know have 1 whole and 2 parts. I know the whole in any number must be the biggest number. And if our number is 237, it won't get any bigger than that. So our whole is going to be 237. And I have 2 parts that I need to break apart my number into. So let's see, we could break apart our number in half. We could do hundreds and tens. I think for my mind, I want to break it up into first hundreds. I have 2 hundreds, so that means the value is 200. If one of my parts is 200, how much is left? My number is 237, and I took apart the 200s. How much do I have left? I have 37 left, so I know 200 and 37 together will go up to equal 237. So a reminder, when I give you your number, don't worry, it's coming, your own number, you will need standard form to write the digits. You will need written form, practicing to spell the numbers. You will need place value with your hundreds, tens, and ones chart and a picture below showing me your flats, your rods, and your cubes. And you will also need a number bond with 1 whole and 2 parts. The challenge comes when you will be posting in the comments your own creation of a chart that you made. So here's a smaller example that I made that you can see. Has the standard form, written form, place value, and number bond. So let's make these things together. I know I'm going to give you a 3-digit number. So for the